getting into it.
Well, let me know when we're good to go.
3, 2, 1.
Hey! We need some more enthusiasm. David's here. He's had an uneventful week. God damn it. I'm very happy to be here. I'm Patty. Woo! I will be your host for this evening, so give it up for me.
Come on now, a little mock enthusiasm. Here we are together in pursuit of laughter. Let's laugh together. I am happy that I'm here. I did, clap if you live in a neighborhood that's difficult to park in. Woo! Yeah, it's just Patty. Patty lives in it. But I got such a great parking spot that I Ubered here. That's true. I'm like, honey, I can see my car from the fucking window. Yeah, it's good. Parking, my sex life is a lot like finding a parking space in Koreatown. It's just usually easier if I just pay for it. Oh, a little jokey joke. There you go, Mr. Schwartz. Mr. Schwartz is here. Give it up for Mr. Schwartz. Yeah, he had the nerve to tell me he had changed his name to Schwartz, and then he reversed it. It's Schwartz was your given name. Was given name. Bernard Schwartz was Tony Curtis's real name. But yeah, does anybody here remember who Tony Curtis was? David, I think you and I we had that in. Yeah, Bernard Schwartz. What's it? What is it? Hirsch?
Ralph Lipschitz.
Ah, fine name it is. A fine name it is. My name is very interesting. Like I don't know if you've noticed, but I got a part in a movie, so they cut my hair all off. Which it's actually the Sinead O'Connor biopic. I play her slightly less manly brother, Seamus O'Connor. It's not true. It's on Lifetime. I don't know. You can have a look. But the thing is, it's kind of ironic because my mother's maiden name, I'm from Ireland. I was born there. I came here when I was little. My mother's maiden name is O'Connor. And she is from the same O'Connor clan with a C, not with a K. That's a fucking important distinction. Comes from O'Connor is derivative of the Gaelic name, because that's what we spoke. We have our own fucking language. A lot of people don't know that. O'Connick, which loosely translated O'Connick means a sassy bunch of cunts. Sassy bunch of cunts. But remember, that's our word in Ireland. Like, it's different. In Ireland, that word here is kind of like a severe word. In Ireland, it's very low grade. It's a very low grade, like, my grandmother, I remember on my 4th year of sobriety, she looked at me and she said, oh, Patty, don't be a fucking queer cunt. Have a drink with us. Yeah, that warms the cockles of my heart. Yeah. Isn't it sweet, sweet old? It's a low grade swear word. But, in Ireland at the time, we had a civil war. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. Civil war, one day in 1971, there were 20 bombings in one fucking day. So we didn't worry about words a whole fucking lot. Okay? It was keeping your legs. That was a priority. Didn't really fucking care a lot about words. And I remember my mother, she would get mad because there were so many bombings, she looked forward to the gunfire. She'd be like, oh, Patty, don't be a wee little queer cunt. Get out there and play. Get out there and play with the other little bios. Irish car bombs. My uncle was killed by an Irish car bomb, which was ironic because that was his favorite drink. Guys don't know if you know that. This is an energetic crowd here tonight. Can you tell you? You guys, I can't wait for you to get up here and get some of fucking this, Because I'm going to tell you, I was feeling great. Feeling great today. And I thought, Patty, I think I got a great idea. Patty, why don't you get in your car and drive 32 minutes and pay $10 to be mildly ignored by your peers? That's you guys. There you go. Even when I mock you, that's okay. You're a very sexy group of people. I mean, that kind of looks like a dick bar in here, really, with the exception of CC. It's like, this is like, we're just a couple testicles short of the Senate Subcommittee on Women's Health Issues. I don't know. That's only for CC. That's not for the rest of you bastards. It is not. Well, listen, I'm going to do a test run of enthusiasm, if I may. Are you guys ready? So I'm going to count to 3, and I just need orgasms all across the room. Oh, that's right, Teddy. 1, 2, 3. Give it up. Come on. God damn it! That was not bad. It was better than what I expected from this group. Listen, I'm going to bring up your first comedian, and I want you guys to give her a warm welcome. She's come here all the way from Long Island. all the way from Long Island. So let's give it up for the one and only CC Treza. Come on, CC Treza, CC Treza. Give it up for CC Treza, baby. Yeah, baby. One more time, come on.
Wow. Thank you, Patty. All the way out from LI. You know how it is. What's up, guys? How you doing? How you doing tonight, everybody? Woo, meet my besties. So, okay. Did you guys know that dog dermatologists are a thing? Any of you? It's a real thing. I took my dog there like 2 days ago because she was like scratching like crazy. Do you guys want to guess like how much the vet bill was? Do you want to just like throw out numbers, like what you think it was? $980. It was fucking insane. $980, and my dog is on a 4-step skincare routine every night for like the next 4 weeks. It's fucking ridiculous, guys. It's crazy. That's really LA. And we're switching her diets too to see if like that's the issue. So now we're like both vegans. It's super wild being in LA with dogs. But I'm also a little bit worried because she stopped sleeping in the bed with me. And that's like, anyone here, yeah, pet parent, that's like heartbreaking. You're like, what the fuck did I do? And you try to like talk to them and they're just like, it's like, I don't know, it's like I assume having a kid and they're becoming a teenager and they're like, ew, I don't want to leave with you anymore. That's what I'm feeling right now with my dog. Oh, okay. Question for you guys. I just got like a red list here. I wasn't sure if I was going to go up. But I'm happy to be up. But okay, if you guys go to, if anyone here thrift, you guys seem like a bunch of thrifters. Yeah, every day. Okay, well, this is a question for the girls on the live, I guess. If you find an article of clothing from Shein in a thrift store, it kind of cancels out, right? Like, it's kind of like not a bad thing at that point, right? Because someone already brought the Shein in. So it's not like you're giving the money to Shein, but if you like the shirt, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it lets you do it. It's okay. Oh, can you talk about Biden's Twitter post?
Yes.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? That's crazy as fuck. I feel like there were other things going on, you know? Like a lot of human rights violations going on, Biden, that you could maybe focus on instead of tweeting. But it also makes the Illuminati seem completely real. Like that is completely what they did with that, with the red coming out of their eyes. It's crazy. That's so crazy. Oh, okay. So moved to LA, and that's what it does when they move to LA. I tried to see if I could like get a sugar daddy, right? And if I could like do that. I made like a sugar friend who was like my Uber driver, and then we became kind of like friends, and he would like kind of take me out to like lunch and stuff. But it turns out I'm a really bad sugar baby because the place that we went was the Salvation Army, was where I took him to like go get a few things, which is like insane. Like, what am I doing at that point? That and Michael's, it was kind of crazy. So yeah, and then I have this other story. I'm just gonna embarrass myself right now. But I have this other story. I was with someone. They were older than me, and again, I thought it was gonna be this like cool like sugar daddy situation, and instead, I ended up buying them a Mercedes. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, it was a used Mercedes, and it was like 2000. But isn't that insane? Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And you know what I got back was a bike from Craigslist. So that's fucking ridiculous. If you guys want to hear more about that, I have a song out. It's called Boys Tag Yourself, and it discusses that fucking whole thing. Okay, another thing, guys. This crowd. It's kind of wild how we're like living in the Hunger Games. You know what I mean? Y'all ever think about that? Y'all ever like maybe take a few mushrooms or like, whoa, this is like the Hunger Games. And like literally, if we just use the money from the franchise, we could actually probably solve like the hunger in the U.S. Crazy. I'm wondering if there could be like another Titanic type situation with the billionaires. You know what I mean? I'm just like, when that whole like Titanic thing happened, right? The like other billionaires went down there to look at it. Like, what was your guys' vibe on that? Like, did you feel bad, or were you kind of like, you know? Do you guys know the thing? Okay, I was like, fuck yeah, this is karma right now. You guys are better people than me. Okay, I just really don't like millionaires though. Okay, what is that? And that's all from me, everybody. Thank you so much, because I can't read my handwriting on the last two. Woo! CC Trez on Instagram.
Where can we find you at, CC
On
Treza?
Instagram, CECETRZ.
CC Treza, come on, you guys. Look up from your phones for a minute and be here. Somebody wake Will up. He's deep in thought.
One more time for CC Treza. Yeah, baby. Yes, I will phone shame you. Keep looking at your phone. You will be phone shamed. I have a little dog that I adore. I don't know if you guys are pet owners or pet lovers. I've always been so. I love animals. Some of them are delicious, but I love all of them. And I have a little dog that she's 19. I love her. I got fucking sober with my dog. It's very deeply attached to her. She's a little anorexic Pomeranian. I don't know if you know. It's actually what's called a Papillon. I don't know if you're familiar with them. But I'm from the old country, you know, and I would wash my dog myself. I never, to me, it would be, but I did wind up taking her to a very fancy dog washery for some reason in Santa Monica. And I walk in, and there's a guy there, you know, he's got the name, very well kind of built guy, too. I mean, very strong jaw. And he's standing there, and he says, yes, sir, what would you like done with the dog? I said, we just fucking wash the dog and give him a haircut. He said, oh, do you want your dog's anal glands expressed? I said, what the fuck is that? Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I said, anal glands expressed? He said, yes, would you like your dog's anal glands expressed? And I'm very guarded around my dog. So I said, could you do that to me first? He said, okay. He goes, we're not zoned for humans. But he took me in the back. He gave me the treatment. I'm telling you, it's fucking changed my life. It has fucking changed. What's fantastic. You should give it a try. It's a dog washery. It's over on Main Street. And yeah. But anyway, I found myself about a week later. Now, my dog didn't really need another bathing or cutting. But I brought her over there anyway, you know. And the same guy was there. He was actually a different colored shirt that day. He had done something kind of with his hair, kind of sexy. And I walked up to him. I said, do you remember that thing that you did to me last week? He said, oh, yes, I do, sir. I said, do you mind doing it to me again? He goes, oh no, that was a favor. I did that as a favor. We are not zoned for humans. But he took a card out of his pocket, and he wrote something down on the back of it, and he handed me the card, and he said, this is the epicenter of anal expression. Turned out to be Ryan Benson's apartment. How about that? Give it up for Ryan Benson and his anal expression. Well, I want you to let's keep this fervor going, because we're going to keep this bandwagon moving along, baby. This next comedian, he's performed at the Mix on my show. He's a very funny man. He actually could probably help you with your taxes, but he's my friend and he's yours. So fucking give it up for Alan Weiss, you bastards. Come on. Alan Weiss, baby. Alan Weiss.
I can do your taxes, but I don't think you want me to. Might charge too much. Okay. My name is Alan Weiss. Thank you. I don't want to shock you, but I'm an accountant. I'm also a nerd. I won't go into that joke because I don't really feel like it. I was driving, and there was this sign, you know, these road signs, and it said, your tax dollars hard at work. That was interesting. I said, it's interesting that you only see them on roads, on streets. And I said, what other places could they be that might be helpful for people? I said, what about schools, you know, like especially the ones that don't do well? It should be your tax dollars called in sick. And then I was thinking about what are some places where they shouldn't have the sign, like outside police stations, especially after a police beating. Have your tax dollars hard at work. That wouldn't be that good. That's probably why they only have on street signs. Streets, yeah. I officiated a wedding last week. Yeah. There's nothing more intense than having two people stare at you right in the face and you try to tell jokes. It was very intense, but that wasn't the joke. But the bride converted to Judaism. And so, you know, I was trying to understand, like, what her process was like, because I was born Jewish, so I didn't have to go through a process. And I said, well, she's like, well, it was great, but the final exam was weird. I was like, well, what about it? She's like, well, they took us shopping, and if it wasn't on sale, we failed. My girl, I got a lady friend, and she wanted to be exclusive, and I said, well, I'm exclusive by default. Let's see. What does it say? Okay. So I have money, and I wanted to convert my money. So I was like, I felt like I was doing a conversion of my money, and I said, well, if I want to convert my money, I can convert it to euros, shekels. You know, if I don't like my money, I can convert it back. No one complains about when you convert money. Like, my parents aren't like, you can't convert that. I can bring money home. I can bring in all different currencies. My mom's like, you need to bring instead of Jewish girl, you need to bring a Jewish girl. It's like, you need to bring dollars. I don't know. I'm going to work on that at some point. I don't know if you heard, but yesterday AT&T was down in many areas. Oh, yeah. It was all in the news. And the other carriers were getting complaints saying, well, they're down too. And they said, no, we're just always that bad. that's that joke. I only have a short time frame I can use it. My grandma, you know, we're Jewish, and we asked my grandma, says, well, what do you think about Jesus? We're just curious what her thoughts were, and she says, well, I'm glad it's because I like him because one of our boys made the big time. I was like, good point. It's a true statement. People ask me what it's like to be on the spectrum, and I've been trying to figure out different ways to put it. Still haven't, so I just want to tell you, it's lonely. It's lonely. That's all I can tell you. I'm going to figure that one out. Okay. I had oddly, I don't know why, but someone called me up and said, hey, someone friended me on Facebook, and it's you. And I said, that's not me. And someone created a fake profile of me. And I said, oh, I'm famous. But they were asking people for money. And I was like, I'm not that bad of an accountant. But if you're going to do it, here's my account information. So I got $50. I'm not going to give it back. I'm going to invest it. I was thinking about investing. You know, investing, they have investments. And I was thinking, I want to have a diversified portfolio. It's very important. And the thing is, like, I found that you don't invest in gangs. I was like, I want to invest in a gang. Like, I want to have it where it's 20% Bloods, 30% Crips, and 50% Facebook. Let's see. So people have an issue spelling my name. My name is Alan, but they have a problem spelling because they add L's. They change the A's to E's. It's weird. So I came up with mnemonic. You can't spell Alan. You can't spell anal without Alan. I'm not anal. I mean, I am anal, but I don't like anal. But I am anal. Someone told me if I said that, I'll look gay. I'm not gay, but if the guy's cute, I might try it. See, did I get all the jokes I want to do? Okay. I started seeing this lady, and she's so hot, super hot. But it's weird because she keeps stealing all the sheets. Just a really hard joke there. Because she's hot. Okay, come on. Okay. I think that's all my new jokes for today. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much. My name is Alan Weiss. You can find me on Instagram at Alan W. Weiss. Yeah, that's it.
Alan W. Weiss, how about that? Come on, baby. Here we go. Hit me. Alan W. Weiss, how about that?
One more time for Alan W. Weiss. Yeah, I when you talk about when sex is involved, there's other values that go out the window. I can only speak for the guys. Well, women actually have values. Men, if it is engaged, a lot of am I wrong? A lot of logic. Like I lost. This may not be funny, but it's true. I lost my virginity to Karen, who did turn out to be racist, but I didn't know that until I got her pants off. Till then, she seemed like any of my other driver's ed instructors. When I got her pants off, she had a swastika tattooed above her hoo-ha. And in between her love canal and that swastika was a Hitler mustache, which I think is the only place you can actually wear that mustache anymore and get away with it. And I did get her brassiere off, you know, with the snap. I was good, like Fonzie. Getting ran off. And she had a Confederate flag tattooed on her left boob. Oh, I still fucked her, don't get me wrong, but from behind. I'm not a fucking racist. All right, this is going over like gangbusters tonight. This is a receptive, this is why I do this, for crowds like you, all of you. Gee whiz. Well, listen, now we're going to keep this collective energy train rolling along. Just so you guys know, this is a part of the show tonight, the mic, where all of you, just look at me and feel a little bit better about yourself. My gift to all of you fucks, all of you, okay? Hey, mock enthusiasm, give it up, you bastards. Give it up. Come on, I'm going to bring up your next comedian. You can't wait to get a piece of this secretly. Wait till you get up here and see how the crowd magically fucking changes. God damn it. keep it going for Lee Schwartz, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, give it up for Lee Schwartz, the comedy of Lee Schwartz.
Thank you.
Lee Schwartz, you bastards. Give it up. Come on.
Thank you. It's good to be here again. Glad you all could come out. That's a good thing. Get out of the house. It's a very good thing. I was going to do the whole thing hands-free, but not pick it up, just be daring, live life. But I don't know. I'm not up for tonight. It's too much to handle, but so I'll go with the old traditional way, you know. But another time.
Move the mic stand out.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So,
A little further.
oh,
Behind
okay.
you, maybe?
All right, here. Okay. All right. Well, so you can't see me at all. So
Private lessons pay
all
off.
good. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that coordination is really hard sometimes to do all the things. Dexterity's off. But anyway, once again, it's good to be back. Took a little break for a while. You know, I need to get inspired a little bit. I decided, you know, different ways to seek inspiration. I ruled out, you know, trying heroin. That didn't seem like the best way to go. So I was, you know, process of elimination, trying different things. And then I went to my girlfriend. Bad mistake. Never go to your girlfriend, at least my girlfriend. Don't go to my girlfriend ever, or any girlfriend. Well, maybe yours is okay, but I don't know. Anyway, but so I said, you know, I was down myself, you know, what, you know, the meaning of my life. No, I didn't go that far. I just said, do you think I'm funny? Do you think I'm funny? And that was just about the same thing as asking her the meaning of life. It's don't bother me, get away from me, find someone else to bug. So she said, "Fine, yeah, you're okay, you're good. You'd be really good in front of fifth graders, bunch of fifth graders, really maybe intelligent fifth graders." But then she's like, "No, maybe dumber ones because then they'll get it, you know." So that hurts. Okay, that's not the place to get inspiration. So look somewhere else, other inspiration. But she did say but then it occurred to me. Maybe she's on to something. Maybe. Okay, so I work in schools, luck would have it, and I know fifth graders. Okay, so I said, you know, why don't you come tonight? Come out, see what it's like. You know, maybe you think I'm funny, maybe you don't, or maybe you'll be funny. We'll laugh at you. No, but that might work either way. So, but I guess nobody showed up. I tried really hard, because I thought maybe I'd get a laugh with one fifth grader. So next best thing, if you could take for a moment, just close your eyes and imagine you're a fifth grader, and then think about, would you find this funny? All right. But everyone did, you know, except for, I mean, all in all, everyone's been really good coming out for the sixth time, except for one or two, that guy over there. I had enough of him. You know, he's got to go. He's following me everywhere. Enough of that. Yeah. Oh no, I'm messing with you. There's no guy there. I don't see dead audiences. You know, so that's the idea. So anyway, so another inspiration place was, I was thinking buying clothes, maybe seeking truth, but then I'm thinking haircut. Haircut, that's easy. You know, go to haircut, simple as that. Okay. So because I did actually try to cut my own hair, which doesn't work at all. Guys can't cut their own hair. So I tried, there's little wings. So I was going like this, you know, like, and then I'm like, well, a little bit more over here. And the next thing you know, it looks like chopped and complete mess. So I'm thinking of going to a salon. Then they're thinking, well, you know, they know hairs. They're going to say, you cut your hair? How could you cut your hair? So I was thinking around Westwood, actually, around here. I forget the name of the place. Blocked it out, probably. But I looked and saw one person in there. Seemed like one of those salons that they don't know anything about hair, so they don't notice this. Go in, and then it'll be that guy's hair is easy. So, you know, so I went in. There's one lady there. I'm probably the only customer all day, and she's like, come in. And she's from another country, Eastern Bloc, kind of Lithuanian type thing. Just sit down. I'm like, okay. All right, sit down. I'm sitting down. And, you know, and so, I mean, this is going to be interesting. Just cut it off, you know. And then she's like, what did you do to your hair? You cut it yourself, right? No. I was a friend that cut it. I told him, not to. He did. And then he's like, okay, sure. And then just shut up. I'll give you a haircut. Okay, so I said, but I like a little bit, and she's like, shut up. I do this. I do hair. I know hair. Hair. Leave me alone. Let me go. Let me do it. Okay. So I'm like, okay. Well, then she starts cutting. Then I'm thinking, I'm past the point of no return. She's cutting it. What am I going to do? Bort, get out, pull out. I can't. I'm there. And, I'm just praying that she just does a better haircut than I did, I guess. So I relax. And then suddenly she gets a phone call. She grabs a portable phone, the old portable phones. And she's like, she starts talking, like puts it like that. And she's going like this and like this. And I'm like, okay. Now this still could go okay. It still could be okay. And then she's like, she gets in a heated argument with one of our family members, I guess. And it's like, no. And then other language, it's like, she's doing this and it's just going like that with my hair. And I'm like, okay. No, I can't go out. I'm stuck. So I say, okay. And she's like, no. Go now. Go. No, come back tomorrow. Give you a haircut tomorrow. Okay, closing down now. We've got emergency, family emergency. Go away. So I'm like, I walk out. I'm like, wow, this is really didn't go the way I wanted at all. So there's no inspiration there. Inspiration probably not to cut my hair again, on my own. That would be, so that was enough inspiration. Got a little inspiration there. And I said, I'm never going to go back to, I think it was, I think I really blocked it out. I can't remember. Very traumatic hair experience. So in the end, I did realize, okay, I'll go to regular song and have them do it. And now, and then they did it. And I'm like, repair cut. It was all right. And then that was my inspiration. Thank you all. Glad you all came. Thanks.
Where can we find you, Lee?
Oh, you can find me at Instagram, LeeSchwartz.385, or Facebook.
Very good, Lee Schwartz.
Or here, or walking around.
Lee Schwartz. There you go. Well done, sir. Well, give me some skin so I can drink.
Give it up for the illustrious Lee Schwartz, ladies and gentlemen. By golly, he's here tonight. You kind of look like you teach karate at a strip mall. Like you're standing in front of Panda Express demanding to be addressed as sensei. I could see you there. Give it up, Lee Schwartz, one more time for Lee Schwartz. He is not opting for heroin. Glad to hear it. You made a good choice there. Stay away from the heroin. Fentanyl makes me a little nostalgic for crack, though. I don't know about your crack. People talk, David and I know what we're talking about. Crack was not all bad, baby. Crack was fucking pretty good at times. I'm just telling you, I'm going to tell you the truth. I was there when it happened. Crack brought people of different creeds and colors together. It's true. When I was smoking crack, I didn't care what race, religion, background you were. If you had crack, I would smoke it. I would smoke it with you. And crack brought races together, because white people loved crack. I don't know if you know this. But, much like Church's Chicken, it wasn't available in their area. So they had to... All right, ladies and gentlemen. It sounded like that was my ex-wife cutting your hair. Yeah, because when I met her, I thought she was clinically depressed. She turned out just to be Eastern European. It's kind of the same thing, just yelling at you. My ex-wife, legally I have to refer to as plaintiff. It was rough, but that was, yeah. But she was like, I married her at 19 and raised her as my very own. And fuck, we were mismatched sexually. She was just fucking crazy. So, like here, by a round of applause, has anybody here ever had just fucking sex with someone who they just couldn't stand? It's fucking great. It's God's practical joke. It's my whole first marriage was a 3.5-year hate fuck. I couldn't leave after climaxing as God intended and all meant to do. All right, we're gonna move right along. Look at Sean Tagus is here. Give Sean Tagus a round of applause. Sean Tagus is rumored to have finger banged Iggy Azalea 3 times at the Red Lobster in Temecula. It's a rumor. It's a rumor. That's right. Give it up. That's how many of you? It's a rumor that he started, but it is a fucking rumor. Now, damn it. So we're going to move right along. We're going to bring up here the comedy stylings of the one and the only David Snyder. Give it up. Give it up for David Snyder. Come on.
Such a comfortable chair to get out of
It is. It's a hard one to get up on.
So good to see everybody. Shit. Well, this year when I turned 66, whoops. Okay. Left the bus to move. This year when I turned 66, I realized something, that it's not all bad getting old. Okay? Seriously, like, if you're old and you don't want to do something, you get to fake an injury. And nobody questions it, because getting injured is what old people do all the time. It's what they're best at, right? Like, I realized that a couple of months ago. I tried it out myself. My wife wanted to go to the mall, and she said, hey, come on, we'll go to the mall, we'll do some shopping, we'll have lunch, it'll be fun. And as enticing as that sounds, I want to stay home and watch the ball games. So I said, Angel, you know how I love to spend the day watching you try shit on, but, ooh, my knee. Now here's the thing with the injury. If you could be a little bit more specific, it's more believable. So it's like, oh, it's okay. Ooh, oh, ooh. And it fucking worked. And that is the only thing that's good about getting old. The rest suck. As the years go by, I become more irritable. I don't got patience for shit. Like, if you and I are Facebook friends, okay, and you want to post something that you do not want me to read, all right, maybe you want to tell everybody I'm a dick. It's real simple. No need to go to settings and block me. Just start off with, long read, but worth it. Yeah. Fuck no, it's not. Why would I care to read some long post when I didn't even bother to read the warning label on my heart pills? As I stand here right now, I got no idea if it's even safe for me to operate heavy machinery. Now, your long read post could have a $10 instant cure for baldness in it. The next time you see me, you're going to still see this. Now, you see me, when I text, for example, I like to make it short and to the point. If possible, I would only use emojis, okay? I mean, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. So is a thumbs up. Now, my wife, on the other hand, holy shit. Her posts look like, her texts, they look like, well, they look a little longer than a Dickens novel, all right? The only thing that's missing are footnotes and shit, okay? So yesterday, I text her, Whole Foods, eggs, question mark, which means I'm at Whole Foods. I'm standing by the eggs. Do we need eggs? Then all of a sudden I see those 3 little blinking dots on the phone. Lets me know she's replying. Finally, 2 minutes goes by. I look down at my phone. There it is. It's still blinking. So now I text her, hey, did you have a stroke? Because the eggs, it's not a philosophical question. It's yes or no. If a refrigerator got less than 4 eggs, it's yes. When the hell did tipping get so crazy? Huh? How's that for a transition? When the hell did tipping get so crazy? My whole life I always considered myself a good tipper. 20%, that's usually good. And I always tip service people, you know, like the waiters, valets, the cabbies, the guy that checks my luggage in at the airport so that when I land in New York, my bags aren't sunning it in the Fontainebleau in Miami. And that's basically it. So when did it become norm that now everybody gets a tip? Like, the first time I noticed this, I was walking down the street and I saw a yogurt land, all right? I'm thinking, yeah, I could go for some of that, the self-serve frozen yogurt. It was hot out, and I get it, and I'm paying, and this pops up. Suggested tips between 12 and 25%, okay? Now, I'll tip something. I'm not tipping 20% because I'm the one that got the cup, all right? I picked out the flavor, pulled the lever down, did the swirly thing with the cup, added the chocolate sprinkles and other accoutrements. I even put it on the scale. If I did any more, they got to get me health insurance. What else is that? You see, also, that's another thing about getting old. Let's forget that one. I don't like when my tip is included in my bill. All right? I like to be the one to do it. Like, recently I was in Vegas with my wife, and we decided to order room service for breakfast. And the menu says 22% tip included. I don't get a say in this. The waiter could show up just literally hurling the plates into the room like frisbees. I got to give him 22%? But fine. What am I going to do? Anyway, there's no math involved. So the waiter comes finally an hour later, hands me the check, and there's a space this big for a tip. Okay? What he didn't bother to tell me is the tip's already in there. That space, that's for an additional tip. In case I'm so blown away that my butter and creamer came covered in that saran wrap, that I can't live knowing he's only getting 22% of my $89 oatmeal and coffee. So I asked him, is the tip included? I knew it was. I just wanted him to know that I knew it was included, you know, to guarantee that there'll be no hidden surprises in tomorrow's oatmeal. So I crawl into the bed with the oatmeal. I turn the TV on. I'm watching the game. It's a life is good moment, all right? Meanwhile, during this whole time, my wife, God forbid the waiter should see her before hair and makeup, comes out of was hiding in the bathroom like she's Anne Frank, makes an announcement. Sorry about that. Makes an announcement that she doesn't want to sit in the room the whole day and watch the ball game, okay? It's her vacation too. She wants to go to Caesar's Palace and go and look at the mall, go shopping, we'll have lunch, it'll be fun. It's her vacation too. And she's right. So I said, I'm sorry. You're absolutely right, babe. Love you. And I think it's a great idea. Let's go to Caesar's Palace, go to the mall, except for the knee. Oof. And that's it.
Where can we find you, David Schneider?
They're finding me right here.
At the mall?
At the
Probably
mall.
At the mall.
There's no place to find me.
Keep it going for David Schneider. You can find him where you find him. You'll come across him or you won't come across him.
I like that too. That's the way it used to be. You'll find me when you fucking find me. Why do I have to be found all the time? How did women invented that? You know that you could be found all the time. I remember. I'm old enough to remember pagers. Oh, I had a fucking Sky pager, baby, and that was pagers were built for players because you could play. You know, you could play. But I didn't get that page. You know, I don't. You know, we would. Drug dealers used them, and you would know. Are you guys familiar with a thing called a pay? I'm being heckled by a fucking. Do you remember payphones? Because like my grandchild, I have a grandchild who's 12, and we passed one the other day. She's like, "Oh my God, what is that? You would touch that?" We fucking touch it. But you would want one where you got to call back. But you know, the constant texting, it's just too much. It's too much. You know, it's way too much. I don't. You can't. You know. I think. Cece, you believe that women invented that, don't you? Yeah. Okay, she's just fucking agreeing with me at this point. That's okay. I want to say something though. Isn't it great? This mic. Give it up for this mic. Isn't it fucking great? This mic is my home mic. This mic is my home mic because when I'm at this mic, I feel just like I do when I'm at home, riddled with anxiety and judgment. Right here. Tonight, but this next man, we're going to bring him up. He's our local heartthrob. I think you're going to enjoy him. He's recently won the Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest, which is very good. Give it up for Sean Tagus, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Tagus. Give it up for Sean Tagus. Wow. Thanks.
One more time for Sean Tagus.
Test. All right, we're good. That's so nice, man. Timothy Chalamet. I usually get like Karate Kid 1, but like after he got fucked up in that one scene.
Macho.
Yes. Ralph Macchio. Man, he has 2 kids and they are ugly. I gotta bring it up. It's just such a letdown for so many people. They're like, oh my God, you go to school with Ralph Macchio's son? Oh my God, his dad's so attractive. And then you just see what the kids look like. Which must suck if, like, you're the kid of, like, a famously attractive person. And then even if you're, like, okay looking, it's just still shit in comparison. Luckily, my parents are ugly, so anything was all right. Dude, it's so funny. Who was talking about getting their haircut? You were talking about it. Yeah. I swear I feel like you went to my barber. I think it's, like, Freddie and Liana's in Westwood. Because you said Westwood. I'm like, oh, it could be. Because they have this one, like, Eastern European lady who's, like, blonde and wears glasses and is kind of mean to everyone. And then I have, like, the Gaysian guy who has super long hair, but it's, like, not where it's supposed to be. And you know what's crazy is because he was, like, he's cut my hair while wearing, like, a fishnet tank top. But one time he told me about his wife, and I was just like, oh, my God. I mean, this changes every qualification that you have about being a hairstylist. Because, you know, like when the barber's not cool enough to be just a barber, but now he's no longer gay enough to be a stylist either. He's caught in no man's land. And he's Republican, which is like, you would have never guessed. But just all he does is like, he cuts my hair and then he's just like he mutters weird political things to me and bzzz, Donald Trump have a chance. Just like out of nowhere. And then he'd be like, in America, everybody have a chance. I think Trump gonna get him this time. Like, I'm just like, who, do you want him to? I don't, but he'll never say he wants him to. I think he looks at me and is like, I think he wants him to. So I'm going to go with it this way. And now we're in a scenario where neither of us like want to reveal to the other maybe that we're awaketh and such. So yeah, we're playing political chicken. What else? So I was just thinking about college the other day. I was catching up with an old friend today. We played some basketball, got some drinks. And he was like, dude, remember that visualization in advertising class? And I'm like, no, I was probably hungover. But we looked at this PowerPoint we had made, which got us like a B at the time. And we looked back and we're like, I have no idea how we even passed the class. Because it was talking about how you can use examples that invoke imaging in a human's brain to sell stuff. And one of the examples we picked to show like user size or like affected populations was football stadiums, which is fine, but we used it for like AIDS patients, like, which was like, just looking back, it's like, this is the stupidest example we could have thought of. With the amount of people with AIDS in America, we could fill up every football stadium in the country. Looking back, there's no way that was accurate. I think we meant like some high school stadiums, like a few. Like, but I was just like, yeah, we could fill up every, and I was like, what were we even trying to sell? Because it's not football tickets. Because no one's going to the games now since we put this out. Changed attendance. Something new. Oh, dude, while we were in high school, I lived with this drug dealer named Lava. I never learned his real name. I think it was like Leviathan or like something with a L-A. There's got to be like, I think it came from something, but we all just called him Lava. And he would sell you like everything and anything. Like he would also just sell like regular legal stuff, like ramen from his room and like Capri Suns, but then also like Molly. And then like we were like little pranksters, but like we could never let him get in on the pranking. Because it'd be like, oh, our prank is like, you're asleep, and we like made a TikTok cracking an egg on your face and throwing some baking powder. Like, that's not that bad. He'd just be like, yo, do you want a brownie? And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, thanks. This brownie actually tastes pretty bad. What's in it? Viagra. That's like a horrible prank. So he would also like time it out. And this is like a true thing he would do. And it was not even just one time to one person. He would like go around dosing people with Viagra before social situations intentionally, just to see how they'd handle the scenario. To the point where anytime anything tasted bad around the house, we'd be like, it's probably Viagra. To the point where there was like a cook that worked in the house. And one time she heard someone complain about the mac and cheese. And she was like, that's because there's Viagra in it. I love Laura. He had the same. Oh my God, Ryan. Yeah. That was at the time. That guy's real name was Matt Lavi. Shit.
Before my time.
Oh. Yeah, Lava was a weird guy. Have you guys heard about these Dartmouth nerds trying to ruin college basketball for everyone? You didn't hear about it? So basically, they made like NIL money as a thing now. You can get paid to play college sports, and then like the shittiest basketball team of nerds got together and was like, we're not getting our fair share. We should all be splitting the money equally with the university. It's like they've actually lost money the last 3 years. And I think like now they're doing like a thing where it's like playing time should be voted on by a union of elected students. What the hell? Like, also, they suck. Like, I looked at their record, and it was like 3-12 over the last 2 years. I'm like, first of all, I don't even think you guys are playing enough games. Like, this mathematically doesn't look correct. I think you're stopping short. What else? I've been trying to date a little bit recently. I got back on the apps. The apps are weird because like a group of girls can go out and they're all swiping away on their phone. It actually looks like a super fun time. It looks like a fun blackjack table. We're like, oh, that's good. Oh, twins. Split them, you and I. It's like, oh, look at this. I'd hit that. Boom. And then guys, when they're like playing in a group, it just looks like sad senior citizens are like playing slots. Because it's like, fuck. Let's go again. Fuck. All right, I haven't won anything, but I'm starting to see some hot sevens. So that might be a good sign moving forward. Damn. Let me see. Do I have any little one-liners? No. Greta Thunberg's hot, guys. I think we're all asleep to that fact. I just want to bring it up. Someone sent me a photo today that she's coming to LA. And this is probably my best chance to meet her unless I get on Love on the Spectrum. But they test for that now, so I can't even fake it convincingly. Thanks, guys.
Where can we find you at, Sean Taggart?
Oh my God, you guys can find me on TikTok Live. Sean Tagdis.
One more time for Sean Taggart.
That's why I'm releasing my sex tape on TikTok shortly. I just turned 60, by the way. I'm not that far behind you, which is I want to say like 60, right? It sounds fucking mental. It probably looks much worse than it feels from where you're at. To be honest with you, all I've done is just fucking collectively kept breathing. But like my face is not bad for 60. Am I wrong, guys? My neck is 73 years old, and I think my phone knows because I keep on getting coupons for fucking turtlenecks. And my balls are in a race for ground level. As we speak, clap if you have a fucking urologist. Yeah. Okay. You will at one point. Your dick doesn't get any bigger. Your balls do. Just save that tidbit and look forward in your life. Oh my God. Well, listen, we're going to move right along on this comedy jamboree. It's a jamboree. Give it up for the jamboree, you fucks. This next comedian probably has the second best hair here tonight. So let's give it up for the one and only Will Cable. Come on, give it up for Will Cable. He's going to find his way up here somehow. Will Cable, baby, give it up. One more time for Will Cable.
Yeah, second best hair. Stepping on this man. All right, I've got no energy tonight. I thought I'd come here and get picked up, but fuck that. Yeah, I'm in recovery. Yeah, recovery from being a husband and father. It's bad. I've got this 16-year-old son. He's a little different than me. Straight A student, varsity athlete, such a disappointment. I mean, he's got a 4.2 GPA. What the fuck does that mean? Divide it in half and you have his old man's in high school. When he was 7, he hit the game-winning run in Little League. On the way home, he said, "Dad, you have no idea what it's like to be as good as me." I said, "Son, that's not nice to say. Keep pushing the car. We're almost to the gas station." Yeah, everything's easy for that kid. I guess with every generation, there's hope. He's into the baseball thing. COVID, I was quarantined with him in an 800 square foot condo, and we needed some space. So finally, when we could get out, his mom and I were like, "Look, we're going to go out." And the night we went to a concert. He came in from baseball, and I went to tell him, and he just breezed right by me, still on his phone, didn't even make eye contact. Right in his room, slammed the door. So I was going to go tell him, but I could hear him in there in that important phone call or flexing in the mirror. I don't know what that sounds like, but that's what he was doing. or berating his friends on Xbox. Whatever a 16-year-old narcissist does, that's what he was doing. So we were like, screw it. Let's just get out of here. I mean, he's not even going to know we're gone. So we get to the concert, and immediately there's this guy that comes up to us and said, do you need any Molly, shrooms, or acid? And I'm like, whoa. Buddy, we are parents. You better give us all 3. We don't get out much. So start feeling good for a change. You know, walking around Shakedown Street. It was a Dead and Company show. So, you know, feeling good for a change. Hear a little didgeridoo in the background. That oh, that's my phone. FaceTime. Answer it. Dad, I broke my nose. No, you didn't. Not tonight. Click. Phone right back in the pocket. I was like, all right, let me call him back. Picked it up, and I'm like, didn't we just see you an hour ago and it was fine? How did this happen? He's like, well, it happened at lunch at baseball. So I'm like, okay, so it's been 6 hours. It's almost been like he has this spidey sense that mom and dad might be having fun. That's not going to happen. Got to ruin that. His nose wasn't broken. It really wasn't. I mean, not that I knew or cared. I cared, but not enough to go home. My wife said, you go into the show, I'm going to go home and make sure everything's okay. And as I hear this, I look around, and there she is on the ground. Honey, you're not going anywhere. You're on a planet far, far away. So, yeah, that kid. I've got another kid. How could I forget about him? The dreamer, the left-handed one, the always naked one. He just gets its nonstop ideas, and the place where the ideas come to him the most is in the shower. He gets in there, that water hits his body, and that shower's getting turned off soon. So often in the evening, let's just say the other night, I was laying there on the couch trying to watch Wall Street Week. That's a lie. I wasn't watching Wall Street Week. But next thing I know, there's a naked kid standing next to me, dripping wet, soap coming out, his hair dripping down, dry, unused towel thrown over his shoulder. Said, Dad, I'm going to make an airline, nonstop flights, LAX to Bali. And I'm like, and he goes, brah. I'm brah, I found out. Said, brah, 9th longest flight in the world, 6,718 miles, gonna be a game changer. So I don't want to squash his creativity. So I don't, want to say, hey, get back in there and rinse off. But I had to say something once. I ran into him in his room. We were both naked. He was coming out at me with the dry towel over the shoulder, making a mess. I had dried off and rinsed all the soap out of my hair. So he came at me and kind of skidded into me as he looked up. And I just said, Adam, you have got to rinse and dry off before coming out of the shower. And he paused and said, Dad, if you're making fried chicken, it's got to be double battered, like they do it on the flight from LAX to Bali. Oh, yeah, that kid. All right, why was I naked in his room? For fun. No. His baseball brother is now taller than me, and we share clothes. Or how about he's taken over my clothes? I don't have any shirts, I don't have any pants, I don't have any underwear. They're all both of ours. When he runs out of them, he starts taking his mother's clothes. He came out the other day in a sweater and pants and was like, hey, bra. My wife's bra, too. I said, wow, look at these pants. They feel so good. And the sweater. They're mine now. And he walked out. And actually, just tonight, I heard her before I came here, and she was asking him, can I borrow my sweater? Oh. My wife, she's a good lady. she puts up with me and, all right, the 3 children. That's counting me. She's the most loving, caring person that's obsessed with the Manson murders you will ever meet. Yeah, it's just nonstop about Charlie and Wojciech Fryczowski. You guys know Wojciech Fryczowski? No, you don't. I do. He got fucked up. I don't want to know about Wojciech Fryczowski, but I know everything. Before bed, she puts on these podcasts of just horrible crimes, and I'll fall asleep first. And I'll wake up all of a sudden thinking I'm pledging the San Bernardino chapter of the Hells Angels because of what she put on, and it's just running. It's not cool. And I can even hear it over the snoring by me. I've always asked her, does the snoring bother you? And she says, no, I've never heard it. She goes, but I do have dreams where there's a very loud machine in the background and I can't hear the other person talking. It's always like a motorcycle or a chainsaw running. And I'm like, what? Finish your task. Oh, 2 minutes? All right. God, you ruined my energetic set. What am I going to do now? Oh, my dad was a Navy captain. He didn't hear the word no much. I married the female equivalent of my father. My wife doesn't hear the word no much. From me, at least. We went to the no-kill shelter to pick up our dog. It was the canine equivalent of my wife. The dog does not hear no from me either. When you go to the no-kill shelter on Free Dog Day, you will get a very, very poorly behaved dog. So for $110 later, Free Dog Day, apparently there's fees involved with a free dog. God, you couldn't even, it's a pit bull German Shepherd mix, and it was just nuts. It had been returned 3 times, and it ate the interior of my car. And when I say ate, I mean it ate the headrest, the steering wheel, the seats. And I was waiting for it to pass. You know, you always hear Fluffy, oh my God, it ate its tennis ball, and if we don't get it surgically removed, it's going to die. This dog didn't pass it. Nothing. It's part seat now. I sat on her, very comfortable. All right, I'm Will Cable at WILCABLK. Patty, bring us up.
Will Cable! Baby, come on! Will Cable, give it up. Yeah, man.
I just have a question for Will Cable. When you said the canine equivalent of my wife, did you think that, or did you actually say that out loud when she was there?
Oh, I said that out loud. It was on the way
God
home.
damn it! Is anybody else here married? David, was that something you could get away with uttering in front of your wife? I think that's the canine version of you. My wife would not. She would not fucking like that. That is for sure. Well, listen, we're going to move right along here. Shall we? Yeah. Shall we? Are you enthusiastic? How you guys feeling though so far? We're wrapping it up. We got 2 more comedians here. This next comedian is a Francophile. I don't know if you know what that has. Nothing to do with children, David. It has nothing to do with children. But he is a lover of France. And I, too, think France would be a very lovely country if it weren't for all the French people there. Having said that, let's bring him up to the stage. Yeah. He's the one and only Colin Ostley. Come on! Colin Ostley! Am I saying the last name correctly? Yeah. Colin Ostley, give it up for Colin.
Hey, all right. Do you want the mic back, or? All right. That was fun. I guess I'll bring it up because you brought up the France. I did used to live in France, and we used to do karaoke there all the time. And the problem with with French people doing karaoke is it's a lot of vowels in that language. And there was this one guy who would only sing Johnny Cash songs, and they don't sound good in a French accent. It's just way too many vowels every week. It's, I fell into a burning ring of fire. It went down, down, down as the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns the ring of fire.
The ring of fire. I hear the train coming. Okay. I've been watching on the news lately that kids have been diagnosing themselves with autism using AI on TikTok. Pretty autistic thing to do when you think about it. I think that I've been using ChatGPT as kind of like a quasi-therapist. Like I've been asking it questions and getting advice, right? And kind of like having an autistic therapist. Because I'll be like, yeah, you know, like my boss was really passive aggressive to me. And it'll be like, as an AI language model, I don't understand passive aggressive. But here's how you can deal with it. I'm like, hey, that was good advice. Spot on advice. I got this really weird security question recently. I was signing up for something and you had to do like 2 or 3 security questions. Usually it's like what? Your mother's maiden name or something like that. The one that I saw was, it said, name a college that you applied to but did not get into. I'm like, why you gotta rub that in? Why you gotta rub that in? I understand probably you shouldn't do the one you went to. I get that because, you know, you hopefully statistically only went to 1 or 2. But that's just like, that just was harsh to see. So I put Harvard. Not to brag, but I got rejected from Harvard. I was seeing this on the. I have no idea where to go with this, but I swear to God this is true. I was driving in LA and I saw a little sticker on the back of the car and it said "Proud father of an autistic son." And then I'm not kidding. It must have been 2 minutes later. I see another sticker on another car and it said "Proud father of an Air Force pilot." And I was just waiting for the third one to be a combination of the two. Proud father of an autistic Air Force pilot, and I don't know. There's nothing inherently funny about it, just that I wanted those 2 things to happen. I recently learned this weird phrase that Mormons use. It's called soaking.
Oh yeah.
This is a phrase. It's a lot of young Mormons. It's their way of getting around sex because they're not supposed to until they're married. They will get hard. The guy will get hard and put it in and leave it there. And that's their way of just not calling it sex. You have to pull out at some point. I don't know how that doesn't. That's like, oh, I'm not baking a cake. It's just in the oven. It's not a cake until I pull it out. I don't understand the. There's a lot of half-baked ideas tonight, everybody. A lot of half-baked ideas. I do like to do this. You know, occasionally I'll meet someone and we'll hook up and I'll have them at my place. And thank you.
That's a surprise.
Thank you. And it is to me too. And I sometimes purposefully leave the window, because I have a window in my bedroom. I purposefully leave it open. I live in a apartment complex. I don't know, I just want someone to know. I just want it to be heard. Because I hear it sometimes. I do at my place, my complex, occasionally I'll hear people doing it. And, I don't know why, but it's nice. It's comforting. I don't mean it like I'm not turned on by it, but I'm just like, hey, you go. I'm happy for whoever's getting laid. And I want someone to be happy for me. I want someone to be proud. That's all. That's all I want. I just want someone to be proud of me. I actually did this, not a bit. I did hear some of my neighbors upstairs having sex like 2 nights ago. And it was the first time that the guy made more noise than the girl. And that was tough. That was a little bit more challenging to fall asleep to than I expected. A lot of grunting, a lot of loud grunting, and don't know where to go with that, but we got that's on camera now.
I've been watching YouTube videos lately of old military veterans playing Call of Duty, which is really wild to see. You've seen some of this? It's really weird to see someone who's killed real people kill fake people with the same level of apathy they must have had in the war. Just got him. Like, holy shit. Like, oh my God. And it's crazy because they can be very intense too. You know, like they're screaming at children. You know, have you ever seen a grown man tell a 12-year-old to watch his six? It's crazy. It's weird to think that some of these kids, their mind would do. They're so smart, they're tactical that they could, theoretically survive because they're so smart about how to handle the video game situation. And I don't know where to go with that either. Let's see what else I had. I keep seeing this this weird thing that people say that like talking about like hard jobs that men do. We might have heard this before, where guys will say, "Oh, well, you never see women doing like these really extreme hard labor jobs, like working at an oil rig or whatever, right?" And in my head, I'm like, I don't think women would have even invented that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of times guys invent crazy shit because we like to prove how tough we are. Does that make sense? Like, I don't think women would have even considered oil rigs. They would have been like, we'll use the sun. We'll use the power. We'll just invent solar. Women would have made solar energy way quicker than men. Way quicker. All right. That's an idea. Let's see. I think I posted. I put a lot of my information in Google Docs, like way too much personal information. Like I have every password. That's 1 minute, two. Okay. Yeah, I put everything in Google Docs, like everything, every password, every phone number, every piece of information about myself. It's all in Google Docs. That's a weird place to have all of our information. We've given Google everything. Google Assistant, Google Docs, Google Sheets. I don't know what to... They know my porn password. I don't know. I recently learned about, I was watching this video of doctors using MRIs to cure people with essential tremors, which is amazing. This has just recently happened in the last few weeks. They've been able to cure someone with it. My problem is the name. Essential tremors. It seems a little mean. It seems a little mean, like you're saying like you're supposed to have it. It's essential that you have this. Okay. That was an idea. A lot of ideas tonight. Just a lot of ideas. I have a friend who's a therapist. Anybody got friends who are therapists? A couple friends. Yeah. And my friend's a therapist. She likes to diagnose people really quickly and like share it with me. Which is a little odd. Like, I don't know. I don't think you can do it that fast. I don't think you can. I feel like she's trying to speed run this shit. Like it's like a fucking video game, and she's like, I think I'll get to the end of the, diagnosing level in about 30 seconds. But she'll say weird shit. She'll be like, I think he has signs of bipolar, autism, ADHD, and a peanut allergy. A peanut allergy? Where the hell did that? Did you get peanut allergy? I have a therapist who said to me one time, just keep swimming. That's a Disney quote from Finding Nemo. You think if Disney quotes worked on me, I'd be in your office? I'd be doing the second most depressing thing besides being suicidal. I would be a Disney adult. All right, guys, that's my time. Thank you very much. You can find me at Colin_comedy at Instagram.
And I do apologize. I think I introduced you as a colonoscopy. So please forgive me. I'm very sorry. And I want to say something I'm very proud of. I've never once been rejected by college because I never finished high school. I was in the Army killing fucking people. Killing motherfuckers, that's right. And if you see, like, some of these guys are having for real flashbacks, the reason you get so fucked up about having someone sick is because that's how you get killed. Because someone isn't covering your back. But, you know, keep on telling yourself women would have took the sun from the sky and made energy from it, sweetheart. You keep on the discount the combustible engine. Fuck, that was just a bunch of shit, toxic male behavior with that combustion engine, right? Fucking toxic male behavior. Ah, damn it. You know, it's come in handy, this toxic male behavior, maybe World War I, World War II, a little bit. All right. Are you men? Are you men? Give yourself a round of applause. Don't fucking apologize for being a man. Although I think it is a little fucking easy for men now to start having babies. It's pretty convenient when all the risk's been taken out. It was the #1 fucking cause of death among women until 1900. Now you can get a C-section of some with baby. Now men start deciding to have babies. Fucking assholes. All of you. Get a round of applause for your testicles, you bunch of pussies. Come on! God damn it! Get off your fucking devices and go in the fucking garage and build a canoe, for Christ's sake! Live in the real world. Anyway, are you ready for your headliner? I'm going to lose my mind here in a minute. Are you ready for your headliner, you group of men? You group of men? I'm gonna give it up. But by the way, this man, like myself, comes from a country where men are very proud to be men. He's an immigrant like me, and you guys should be proud to be men, and you should be proud to be a woman, because that's how it works. You know, don't apologize for what makes your dick hard or what doesn't make your dick hard. Okay, that's how you're fucking made. So let's give it up for the one and only Anye West. Give it up for Anye West, baby. Keep it going for Anye West. And he's bringing his testicles up here. Watch this.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's such a wild vibe to come into. He's telling me I need to just man up and make a canoe. I'm like, I don't even know why my faded ass even thought about like the process. I'm like, then where do I start? Like I'm in Inglewood. What am I even gonna do with a canoe? You feel me? Like I have no use. But I was gonna start. I was in my head like, how do I start the process? I mean, shout out to Black History Month, man. It's still Black History Month. We get a little clap for Black History Month, man. I like to give some people, you know, some educational facts when I be up here sometimes. I don't know if anybody knows why Black History Month is in February. I know people always are like, oh, it's the shortest month. That's not even why. It's actually because they wanted to commemorate the birthdays of two figures in Black history. One of them being Frederick Douglass. You guys know who Frederick Douglass is. You know, he was born a slave. You know, got his freedom. You know, great writer. You feel me? Like historically, you know, when we wasn't supposed to be writing, he was writing. And secondly, the second person is actually Abe Lincoln. I know a lot of people didn't expect that because he's, you know, a white man, right? And I just feel like, yeah, I get Abe, you know, did what he did, cool. But I feel like we missed a great opportunity. You feel me? Like, because when you think of Black history, you think of the big three, Martin, Malcolm, Rosa, you know, the movements. What do you really think about? March. It's right there. It's the next month. Imagine growing up in school. How easy would it be to learn about Black History Month? Hey, Miss Johnson, why is Black History Month in March? Oh, well, little Timmy, them niggas was marching. Like, it's so easy. They could just learn it. I don't know, man. I just be thinking about the kids, man. I think about the kids. I'm a substitute teacher. That's why. It's where it comes from. Yeah, I be teaching. Usually that comes with an applause. I'm not mad at not getting applause, though, because I always tell them to take it back because I teach physical education. I am a PE teacher, you know, so it's like half the claps maybe. You know, I'm really just there. I got more claps for admitting that it's PE, but cool. But I feel like PE is cool most of the day, but it's only rough for the morning. Like, because kids have that crackhead energy at like 8 a.m. You feel me? Like, they start out with that. Like, when you have no responsibilities, like, every day is like, new adventure. Like, it's so fun. Living life with no bills. Like, it's, I can tell, I can see it in their eyes. You feel me? Like, every moment is great. But at 8 a.m., I'm trying to still wake the fuck up. So, like, they're like, oh, Anya, you're a full-time sub now, so you can create the lesson plan. So all the morning classes, we just working on naps. Everybody practice your best nap. Do the nap the best way. Take notes, in fact. Mr. Anya will take a nap. Now you can see the best way to nap. Just an idea. Just something we can just get through the day with. I think that's always fun. We have another election coming up.
Are y'all excited, man? Decide which white man you like more. You feel me? Which old wrinkly white man you want to let rule the country. I don't know. I don't understand the white people obsession with the presidency. I'm sorry. It doesn't even interest me. I know I'm an immigrant, so I had no chance anyway, but I was like, it just never, I don't know, like, it doesn't even look like a fun job. You feel me? Like, when I see, like, LeBron run up down the court and dunk on, like, 7 foot man, like, that shit looks fun. You feel me? But the presidency, like, when I saw a black man get the position, his whole head was gray in the next month. Like, his whole head went gray. Obama lost all the black hairs. Like, that's crazy. 1 month. No one had fun. The whole family didn't have fun. You could see it. Michelle was not having a good time in the White House. You know how you knew? She took all the snacks out the vending machine. I said, Michelle, what the fuck that got to do with anything? She took all the snacks away. She said, know what? All the kids is going to eat healthy food, carrot and celery, while my husband is here. Like, what is that? The kids is unhappy too. You see them now, people catch them OTMZ, they're smoking cigarettes. That doesn't surprise me. Them kids ain't had sugar in years. Of course they're smoking cigarettes. That's the next thing. It's right there. I don't know. Speaking of girls, shout out to the women of my generation, but they have very interesting icks. I don't know if you guys know what icks are. They're like something like if you really like somebody, and ick is basically something that the second you find out about it, it just turns you off of the person completely. Like, fuck this. Like, you don't like them at all anymore. It's crazy. And this young lady told me her ick was guys using gift cards. I was like, what? You talking about the money that they gave me to use at this exact establishment? Like, that money is giving you, like, how are you turned off by that? Like, and imagine you're at a birthday party, like, you get a gift card as a gift. Like, how do you react and to not turn your girlfriend off? Like, let me give you a gift card, like, nah, bro, I got money. Like, what? How do you react? There's no way to properly, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I actually don't mind having gift cards because actually I actually have something that I like to call TFD. I'm temporarily financially disabled. It's like broke, but it's way more serious. You feel me? It's like, it's a lot worse. It comes with like real disabilities. You feel me? Like, I don't get like FOMO. Like, people get that, like, oh, they get FOMO when they miss out on events. I get FOSMM. That's FOSMM. That's fear of spending my money. Like, I don't want to spend the money at all. Like, I want it to just stay in my wallet at all times. And it's crazy because, like, it comes with real disabilities. Like, throughout the week, I be eating mad regular, like Oreos, bagels, cereal, sandwiches, sufficing. It's great. But let that check hit my bank account on Friday, and my whole diet changes. Like, it's like I'm bi-dietal. Like, I have two diets. The money changes me, but I be ordering shit at the restaurant I ain't never ordered before. I'm like, man, give me the filet mignon. Niggas like, the filet mignon? What is filet mignon? I don't know. It's the most expensive. I have the money. Give me the food. I don't know. Having TFD is fun because you have some stupid ass ideas. Like, I was watching a movie called Fatherhood on Netflix, and I was like, I feel like I do have good advice in me. You feel me? I feel like I educate the kids, and I'm being a sub. Like, I'm giving great advice to these kids. I'm like, I feel like every part of me is great fatherly, except for financially. Like, that's the only place that I feel like the kid would really struggle. Like food, basic necessities, housing, you know. But outside of that, we can have a great time. Like, I feel like I could raise a solid child. I don't know, I'm Nigerian. For people who don't know, I was born in Nigeria. I was raised out here in America since I was like 3, so I was like, can't really tell. But I did go back to Nigeria when I was like 25, which is really cool. I was really excited. I was like, it was going to be like a welcome home type of vibe. It really wasn't. Nobody really cared. But when I got there, I learned something. Nigerian airports are an experience. Like, if you're ever flying into Nigeria and you're Africa related, please just go where you need to go. Do not fly within Nigeria. Nigerian Airlines, it's Air Nigeria. Don't touch it. Don't do it. If you ever flown any airline in America, you know if there's turbulence or any issues, your pilot will get on, the speaker and just give you the calming reassurance that you need to enjoy the rest of your flight. It's like he says exactly what you need to hear. You feel me? It's like, oh, the plane's a little shaky. Hey, how's it going? It's your pilot, Adam. I'm in the front right now. I just said, hey, you guys just tighten up your seatbelt a little bit. You offer some free peanuts for everybody in the highways, and have a good rest of your flight. What? I'm confident that we're gonna land safely. Nigerian Airlines, it could be the worst of the worst situations. The pilot is not going to reassure you. In fact, he'd make it worse. For us, you'll see an engine start smoking. Oh, we're all in the plane struggling. The pilot gets on the speaker. I bet shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I don't know. This is my first time flying flights. This is my first time flying flight. Like, what? This is your first time. So what? That's what he's yelling, antagonizing us from the front. You have the controls. Why are you taunting us? It's the last time. As soon as we landed, I got all my things and said, you will never see me again. You'll never see me again. Toxic. Also, being in Nigeria was cool, but I feel like they did a really good job of knowing that I was different. You feel me? Like, I thought that I could blend in if I would, dress the traditional dress. I was just, trying to look different, didn't wear these type of shoes. I was wearing sandals, the whole vibe. And I went to the grocery store, and my dad walks in first. And the guy who sees my dad, they have security every store. I beg, greetings, Chief, welcome. Enjoy the store. I'm like, oh, wow, this is great. My nephew comes in behind him. Oh, little Chief, want some candy? Then he sees me come in. What is up, my nigga? I said, what the nigga? Why am I not partaking in the chiefery? Like, why did it change when I came to the front? I don't understand. That's not nice. I wanted to partake in the chieferys. Oh, this is a fun one. This is kind of just advice. I feel like anyone who's really, disrespectful or just, mean-spirited has just never been knocked out. I'm sorry. I just feel like it's a very humbling experience. It changes the way you look at life. You don't get to be in a fight. I got knocked out at a very young age. I was playing rugby, trying to be different. I went to a prep school. We did cool shit. Not a flex. We just did it. I'm skinny now, but I was even skinnier back then. And so playing rugby was pretty interesting for me because we had one real play. It was just get the fuck away. You run as fast as possible from everyone. And it makes you run faster when you have a real fear of the person chasing you. You feel me? Because we're playing against, I don't know if you guys know or have ever seen any Samoan or Polynesian people. These are the specialists in growth. Just great at growing. I feel like if that was an Olympic sport, we're looking at gold and silver every year. So we're playing the 13U team, the under 13 team. We thought the coaches were there. Nope, that's the team. We're playing them. We're running, doing our little play. I'm running as fast as I can. A guy dives at my leg. I'm trying to pull my little leg away, and another guy equally sized comes around the front, tackles me, lights go out. I wake up. I'm on the field. I'm like, this is advice to anyone. If you ever see somebody get knocked out, can everyone else relax? Y'all be more stressed out than the person that got knocked out. Y'all ask me 112 questions. When you get home, are the lights just on? No, you got to walk through the house and turn the lights on. It's the same with the brain. Guys, they ask me a million questions. What are you doing? I'm at the park. That's where you at, right? Then you didn't right answer. What are you doing here? I'm like, I don't know. I'm playing basketball. I don't know. I go to this park a lot. I swim sometimes. They ain't doing that. Yeah, I'm a black and I swim. Yeah, it's crazy. But they were just like, no, wrong answer. They took me to the hospital, rushed me there. They thought I had amnesia. They had to do a bunch of brain tests. Whole time wasn't weed. It was just pre-weed. It was just later on the memories was already fading away. But shout out to y'all for being here. I'm Anye West. It's on YUWS2. We're going to bring Patty up to the stage to close the show. Thank you so much for the time.
Oh, keep it going for Anye West. Come on. Our closer for tonight. Wow.
I've been knocked out. Yeah. Even when I was a kid, I got knocked out when I was 7. And I'm telling you, my grandma could hit. Could fucking hit, baby. She still can. She's 107. She's still fucking kicking ass. This is true. By the way, hey, listen, you guys should give yourself a round of applause because you got up, you put one down for the books, right? You hit your marks, you showed up, and that's really what counts in life. Show up, don't fucking apologize. Do your thing. Do your thing for you, baby. Because I think it was Anye, by the way. Give him another round of applause. He's a talented individual, and he brought up the great Abraham Lincoln. I think we can give Abe a round of applause. I think he did a couple things that were pretty damn good. And when you think about should I mic, shouldn't I mic, I think it was John Wilkes Booth that said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So with that in mind, you might be funny. Folks might tell you you're funny, but you won't know till you take it from the page to the stage. So give it up for yourself. Give it up for Sunda Kroonwith. Give it up for the LA School of Comedy. And God bless you. And may the least you ever get be the most you ever wish for. I'm Patty. PADDYFORCOMEDY. Good night.